Good evening. You may be seated. Considering his lover the author of an ancient love story, as recorded in the Song of Songs, penned these words: "How beautiful you are, my darling. Oh, how beautiful. You have stolen my heart with one glance of your eyes." Now, as I understand it, the first glance for these two occurred in June of 2008 in Chicago. Jani was looking to sublet her apartment, posted the opportunity on Craigslist, and Mike was the first person to show up. She gave him a tour of the place, and right there on the spot, she decided to sublet to him. Mike walked out to his car, almost opened the door, but turned around, walked back inside, and asked her out. For their first date, they went to Carmine's restaurant, and we just kept hanging out, was how they put it to me. In the ensuing months, they went out to eat at restaurants all over Chicago, hung out with Mike's coworkers, and enjoyed comedy shows and movies, always looking for ways to laugh together. 9 months in, Jani knew she wanted to marry him. And in the ensuing years, they explored important questions, shared goals and dreams, built an incredibly strong bond of friendship, and eventually began to be able to see one another as a partner. And then while on Thanksgiving break of 2012, with Jani's family in Minnesota, while waiting in a hotel to go out with Jani's cousins, Mike surprised Jani by asking her if she had plans. She said, "What do you mean, we're going out for dinner?" To which he replied, "I mean for the rest of your life." It took Jani 2 full minutes to believe that it was real. But when she did, she remembers thinking, "Oh my gosh, it is for real." And Mike asked for her hand in marriage, which is what brings us to tonight and to this celebration. And I know that you two are excited, and I know that you are excited about celebrating with this group of people. And you strike me as a couple for whom there are few things in life like a good celebration. Well, it's here, and it's good. And now is when I say, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the company of loved ones to join this man, Farnoosh, and this woman, Jani, in the bonds of matrimony. So Jonathan, I have an important question for you. Who blesses this union?
The mother and I bless this union. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Careful.
Do you want to give this to your...
Yes.
So you can hold him? Okay.
Mike and Jani have selected In One Another's Souls by Rumi as a reading that stands as a tribute to their love and commitment. It reads, "The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They are in each other all along." So in preparation for tonight, I actually did a little bit of background research on you guys from the perspective of your wedding party. And when asked what you bring out of other people, those who know you best have said things like, "Jani brings out a lighter, humorous side of me. Her creative endeavors inspire more creativity in those around her. I admire Mike for his work ethic and his ability to see the needs around him and respond generously." Another says, "Jani is always very encouraging in my life, and Mike brings out a practical flair." Another, "Around Mike, I'm very happy and hopeful. He revitalizes my youth, and when he's around, puts me in a very relaxed and calm state." And another, "Jani and Mike both bring out a family togetherness that I find delightful. Jani has always brought out this kind of joy in me, and now together with Mike, it's even more complete." The second question I asked them, just out of curiosity, was something funny or quirky about you guys as a couple. And one mentions their ability to pull jokes at whim, yet utterly fail to keep a straight face. Another said, "Jani is a word nerd, but I think that Mike talks more."
Ew.
Yeah.
Another comments, "Between Jani's schedules and Mike's cell phone use, They practically have to talk on phones to each other when they're in the same house.
Yeah.
Another mentions for 5 years, Mike has been trying to convince Jani that chocolate is bad for her, but she is still buying it and stashing it out of sight away from him so that he doesn't see it. Finally, I asked your wedding party their favorite thing about your relationship. And one suggests simply that they make each other very happy. Another says, Mike and Jani show respect and thoughtfulness toward each other. They communicate well, and they show love in the way they talk to each other, and they care for the needs of those around them. Another says the beauty of Mike's and Jani's relationship is their communication as a couple. They bring to the relationship their own expertise as individuals, but it is a song and dance. Indeed charming to see them together. I watch them volleying back and forth, always in such an affectionate, hastening chatter, and in such a positive tone, even when failure is present. Lastly, they are truly best friends, and they have a deep understanding for each other. Now, these are some, on the one hand, comical, and on the other hand, remarkable things that have been said about both of you by those who know you best. And I say them now not just to puff you up or make you feel good, but I know that the love and support and encouragement of loved ones is important to you. Well, you've got it. And I want to say publicly what I believe all of us here are already thinking. And that is that we support you. We believe in your marriage. We're excited about your marriage. And we're so honored to be your family and friends. As a minister and as a participant myself in the mystery of marriage, I charge you guys with two simple things. One, I charge you to remember this ceremony, and especially the people here. There is such a strong connection between the health and vitality of your relationship and other people. As strong and as independent as you both are, you will need resources outside yourself to pull this off. So when you think back on this day, may you remember the faces, these faces, of all those who support you. Because when, not if, but when you need help, we'll be there. Second and lastly, I charge you to remember and uphold your vows. Steinbeck once wrote, I believe that love cannot be bought, except with love. And it's in that spirit of love wins that I really just want to encourage you guys to love and pursue one another with the greatest degree of passion in life. There may be times when you're tempted to withdraw, to retreat, even to withhold your love. Don't. Be ready always to put everything that you have back on the line, your whole hearts and lives, just as you're doing this very moment. Instead of falling into love at times, and I know that you know this, you may have to march into it. And may you march boldly. And now for the vows. And here I would like to encourage all couples to reaffirm their vows as Jani and Mike exchange these, a series of holy pledges, sacred above words. So Mike, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and if at the end you would like to respond to the affirmative, simply say, I will.
If you don't run away.
Mike, will you therefore love Jani? Will you commit yourself to her in all honor and faithfulness, partnering with her for the journey of life? Will you live with her and laugh with her, love and cherish her, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Then will you repeat your vows to her? Before our friends and family,
Before our friends and family,
I, Mike, take you, Jani,
I, Mike, take you, Jani,
to be my beloved wife,
to be my beloved wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
whether rich or poor,
whether rich or poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part. I will.
Jani, will you therefore love Mike? Will you commit yourself to him in all honor and faithfulness, partnering with him for the journey of life? Will you live with him and laugh with him, love and cherish him, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Then will you repeat your vows to him? Before our friends and family,
Before our friends and family.
I, Jani, take you, Mike,
I, Jani, take you, Mike,
to be my beloved husband,
to be my beloved husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
whether rich or poor,
whether rich or poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part. Oh.
May I have the rings, please? The beloved woman in the Song of Solomon said, "Set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm, for love is as strong as death. Many waters cannot quench love, nor can the floods drown it." A seal is something that binds and protects, and the rings will bind you to each other. They will remind you to keep your vows, and they will tell others that you are committed to someone else. Mike, will you place the ring on Jani and repeat after me? I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
of my everlasting love
of my everlasting love
and commitment to you.
and commitment to you.
Jani, will you place the ring on Mike? And repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
of my everlasting love
of my everlasting love
and commitment to you.
and commitment to you. I'm just kidding.
And now, Jani and Mike each will dip one finger in the cup of honey and offer it to one another, a gesture which symbolizes the start of their marriage with sweetness and love.
You going up there?
You're supposed to touch it.
Use this finger.
Yeah. This finger?
Tell me to bite your finger. Facing each other, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
No, you don't need
yeah,
that.
you don't need it. You just quite. Yeah. Oh, got it.
No. It's your first time.
That's
Mike and Jani, because you have committed to one another and sealed these vows with the giving of rings, as a minister and by the authority of the state of Georgia, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Mike, you may kiss your wife.
Dick.
It is my honor to present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Bagari.
Seriously, do a slow walk. Do a slow walk. You look beautiful. They did a good job. You okay? You're going to lock your arm here like this. That's my water bottle. I tossed it on the way.
He was wondering who's that was. How dear.
You okay?
Because I don't hit each Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. Make some salt. Make some salt. Oh yeah, this is where we go to eat. I couldn't figure out where the transition was with him.
کن سری بالا کن درم از خورشید شد هوا سپید وقت اون رسید که بریم به صحرا وای نازنین مریم وای نازنین مریم جان مریم چشماتو بکن سری بالا کن بشیم روونه بریم از خونه شونه به شونه به یاد اون روزا وای نازنین مریم وای نازنین مریم باز دوباره صبح شد من هنوز بیدارم ای کاش میخوابیدم تو رو خواب میدیدم گوشه غم توی دلم زده جوونه دونه بدونه دل نمیدونه چه کنه وای مریم وای نازنین مریم مریم رسید قصر درو مال منی از پیشم نرو بیا سر کارمون بریم درو کنیم گندم رو مریم رسید قصر درو مال منی از پیشم نرو بیا سر کارمون بریم بیا بیا نازنین مریم نازنین مریم نازنین مریم بگذر ز من ای آشنا چون از تو من دیگر گذشتم دیگر تو هم بیگانه شد چون دیگران با سر گذشتم بگذر ز من ای آشنا چون از تو من دیگر گذشتم دیگر تو هم بیگانه شد چون دیگران با سر گذشتم هر عشقی میمیرد خاموشی میگیرد عشق تو نمیمیرد باور کن من از تو دیگری در قلبم جایت را نمیگیرم میخواهم عشقم در دل بمیرم میخواهم تا دیگر دستم یادم پایان گیرم بگذر ز من یا آشنا چون از من دیگر گذشتم دیگر تو هم بیگانه شد چون دیگران با سر گذشتم
Welcome to bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Bagri.
myself. What a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They're like much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. anda, lo siento. Oppa Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 너만 선호해 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 저 선호해 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선호해 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버리는 선호해 그런 선호해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 바로 너 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너.
My buttons are bursting now. Now, I just been tasked with saying a few words, so this shouldn't take more than 30 or 40 minutes. And I have a few words to say because she is, and always has been, just a beautiful girl. Just beautiful. Inside and out. You know, she is so kind and generous. She's always been good looking. But I think it's really what's inside that counts, don't you? Yes, amen. Yeah, I like to say that my daughter is the culmination of everything that I'd want in a daughter. Just beautiful, talented, creative. Now, I can't say enough good things about her, I really can't. Cassie, my wife, and I would like to just thank you all for coming to this and contributing so much to the happiness and the beauty of this wedding event. It's really been all of you people that have made this what it is, just a wonderful time we'll remember forever. And I know that Farnoosh and Jani will treasure their friends who came and helped them put it all together and came from far and wide, really, flew, you know, from the West Coast and all sorts of exotic places to participate in this and join together with them as they join together in this lifelong journey. I have notes because, you know, I'm not used to speaking in front of a lot of people. So, forgive me. But, you know, when you have a child, it's hard to imagine what they look like when they grow up. You hope for the best, and you hope, well, they'll be, you know, doing great things and a wonderful person, somebody that you can be proud of, that doesn't end up in jail or something. Not yet. I mean, you know, that happens too, but we still love them. Yes, amen. We like that. Yeah, you have no choice. That's right. You have to love. You have to love. And you know, I remember Jani and her first steps, her first of many words. You know, and I remember carrying her on the backpack, and she'd pull my hair, which is why I don't have a lot of hair, and I have the hat. My wife Cassie taught her to read out of McGuffey's Readers. You know, we homeschooled for a while, and she taught her some of the basis of what she's come to today. You know, she's a writer today and an accomplished musician. She has a sound recording degree. I don't know what that's called, but her and Cassie drove up to Minneapolis for a year and got their degrees in sound recording so that they could record their songs and make records. And I just think that it's so neat that she's always persevered through all these things. She is an author, a writer. She went to school for that too, and she's accomplished a lot of things. She's also an athlete. A lot of you people might not know this, but as she was growing up, she was very sports-oriented. She was in soccer, basketball, volleyball, and she was a fast-pitch softball pitcher in high school. She can throw a mean softball, so look out. Don't get her mad while there's an object close at hand, but she can really fling it. Anyway, I remember we took a lot of vacations, mostly out west of Colorado. And I remember her in the back seat with the boys because she was always instigating chaos in the back seat. And see, she's still saying the same thing. But we realized too that what she was doing was using humor and gentle teasing to draw them out. Because my boys are both very quiet young gentlemen, and she liked to talk and liked to get some action going, some things. And so she drew them out, and it was actually a good thing. It was a good thing. So I'm just, you know, Jani has taken all these things, and she's begun to make a beautiful life for herself. Creative musician, writer, cook. She's a good cook. All of our family are good cooks on both sides, and creative people, artists and musicians and teachers, lawyers, that sort of thing. She's taken all those gifts and used them with wit and charm to begin to make this beautiful life. And we are just so blessed that she has joined with Farnoosh, because he also comes from this stock of someone who has not only a good work ethic, but is also creative and so in tune to the people around him and to other people's needs. Not selfish and not grasping, but someone who is really genuinely interested in other people. And that's so important. And I want to congratulate Farnoosh, but I also want to congratulate his parents, Ibrahim and Shanez, because they are the ones who taught him this. They are the ones who overcame great adversity to come to this continent, to make a home, to work hard and bring their children up right so they understood and they knew right from wrong. And they're able to make lives for themselves. And that is a gift. That is such a gift to give to your children. To look to you, to remember where they came from and what they can accomplish now. I just thank all of you for coming again. And my hope is that both of you, Jani and Farnoosh, that both of you will remember where you came from. And remember that love, true love, is not just a feeling. It's what you do. It's an action. And if you treat each other with love and respect, even when you don't particularly feel like it, especially when you don't particularly feel like it, that will come back to you. That will come back to you. And I have this little poem by Ogden Nash that I want to read, just a couple lines, but I think it kind of sums it up. To keep your marriage brimming with love in the wedding cup, whenever you're wrong, admit it, and whenever you're right, shut up. And with that, I'll shut up. Except that I want to offer a toast. So if everyone would raise their glasses. And this is the toast I want to offer the happy couple. May your love never give up, never lose faith, always be hopeful, and endure through every circumstance. When children find true love, parents find true joy. Here's to your joy and ours from this day forward. Thank you very much, and thank you again for coming with us.
One minute. I can't take it. Take it on. I don't know how to. Well, I disconnected it now. Thanks a lot, older brother. Bebekshi. Dara. All right. have the attention of the room? All right. For Bueller. For the past couple of weeks, I've been thinking about what I could possibly say at this union. And all I can do is reminisce about childhood memories growing up alongside my brother. I used to think the world of him. Not to take anything away from the oldest brother, but you know, I see him every day, and I was like the little guy who followed him around everywhere, and I wanted to do everything he did. And even though he didn't, I didn't get my way most of the time, and he would always, you know, as older brothers always do, older siblings are the younger ones, he still, you know, cared about me, loved me, and always took care of me. And I guess that's what's in store for Jani now. And I think back everything that transpired in life, and I'm so happy that he ended up with that fabulous, marvelous young lady by his side. I love you guys. I wish you guys the best. I welcome the Vows to our family. I appreciate everyone for coming out here. Thank you.
Banderi, besan banderi chor. Nah. For banderi chor na.
Okay, then. That was this song was best.
Again. Again.
Last song.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh, don't you treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman I have ever seen. I guess if you say so, I'll have to pack my things and go. That's right. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
betcha. You betcha.
Photo, what?